I'm Amy Woods, the Occupational Therapy Assistant here at Oklahoma Able Tech. This video will explore assistive technology, or AT, devices that can potentially support your students with daily living and recreation activities at home or school. First, we will dive into daily living AT and then address recreation, sports, and leisure AT later in this video. Daily living AT is any tool or piece of equipment to assist with self-care tasks. Activities of daily living, or ADLs, are basic self-care tasks required for an individual to care for oneself daily. ADLs include 6 basic self-care tasks: eating, dressing, bathing, toileting, transferring, and continence. For each of these basic self-care tasks, needs could range from independent, minimal assistance, moderate assistance, and maximum assistance. Instrumental activities of daily living, or IADLs, and self-care skills used daily to care for oneself and one's home. IADLs require more executive functioning and organization skills. ADLs are focused on personal care tasks, whereas IADLs are more involved with one's surroundings and support systems. A few examples of IADLs are maintaining a home, banking, caring for pets, grocery shopping, preparing meals, and medication management. AT is generally broken down into 3 categories: low, mid, and high-tech. Low-tech AT devices or equipment don't require much training and do not have complex mechanical features. Mid-tech AT devices or equipment have some electronic components or require batteries. High-tech AT devices or equipment require digital or electronic components, including apps or software. I will discuss all 3 categories in this video. Let's get started with low-tech AT. The Zubits are magnetic shoe closers designed to hold shoes securely fastened during the use while still being easy to remove. Zubits are offered in 3 different sizes to best match the size of the user and the intended activity use. The magnets never lose strength, so you never have to tie laces again. This device is perfect for those with fine motor difficulties, arthritis, tremors, or have problems tying their shoes. When separated, one can easily slip a foot into a wide open shoe. Close magnets with a click and go for a run or play sports. Quickly take shoes off hands-free by stepping on the heel to pop the foot out. The page turner is a lightweight, easy-to-use device that does not require gripping for turning pages. Users with fine motor difficulty will find this tool effective in flipping heavy-coated paper pages. The page turner has an aluminum clip that fits comfortably around the hand and can be used on either the right or left hand. The long curve, light aluminum bar has an orange rubber tip at the end that enables an individual to easily push pages to turn them. The small item gripping aid allows individuals to hold items small in diameter, such as markers, pencils, stylus, paintbrushes, and glue sticks at any angle needed. The gripping aid is a 2-part system consisting of a neoprene glove and a Velcro palm pad. The glove is made from comfortable neoprene that secures around the hand and wrist using the 2 Velcro straps. The palm pad is a Velcroed back square with a plastic clamp attached to insert writing utensils and other similarly shaped items. Next, we will look at mid-tech. The adapted battery-operated scissors, coupled with the Senso Dot switch, is an easy-to-use switch-adapted pair of scissors that make class participation and craft activities possible for any individual. Activate the switch to cut through the paper or remove the scissors from the special mounting and operate them via the push handle. The switch-activated scissors work with or without a switch and are compatible with many adapted switches to accommodate users with a variety of abilities. The potty training watch is an inclusive wearable accessory that reminds kids to go to the restroom during the day. The wearable conveniently alerts the individual with a tune informing when it's time to use the restroom. The watch can be set to 30, 60, or 90-minute intervals. The watch also features a time display, battery indicator, music and vibration, infrared detection, is water resistant, and can be recharged via a USB cable. Guided Hands is an assistive device that enables anyone with limited fine motor skills to write, paint, draw, and access technology through a touchscreen device. Guided Hands allows users to control a guided hand movement to perform fine motor writing tasks. Place the guided hands base on a flat, sturdy surface. There are 3 ambidextrous hand pieces: child set, adult set, and spastic hand set. Choose the ergonomic handpiece that best fits the user. Attach the utensil arm to the handpiece by twisting its orange end into the user's dominant hand side of the handpiece. Choose a utensil and insert it through the hole located on the end of the utensil holder. Secure the utensil into place by turning the thumb screw. Insert the dovetail end of the handpiece into the correspondent slot on the wrist piece. Position the utensil by moving the flexible utensil arm. Ensure the utensil can touch the writing surface and position it to see the tip of the utensil. Grasp on the handpiece and rest the wrist and forearm on the wrist piece. Place the tablet, phone, keyboard, or paper on the flat base of the guided hands. Secure paper products with a binder clip at the top for best stabilizing results. Or when using a touchscreen device, enable Assistive Touch for ease of use. For best results, practice performing different hand movements using guided hands to familiarize yourself with the sliding system. Now we will cover high-tech AT. The CanPlan app promotes independence and builds confidence by helping people with cognitive challenges complete tasks successfully. The app assists users by breaking down activities into easy-to-follow sequences using photos, text, and audio prompts. This app can be used by families, school staff, therapists, and support workers across a range of environments to support a person's independence and teach new skills. For any task, a support person and user will initially create an activity with sequenced steps by taking photos of each step in the task and adding text or audio as needed. The task is then filed under a customizable set of categories, including food preparation, household chores, shopping, transportation, exercise, workplace tasks, and so on. This app can be used with individuals who have attention, organization, memory, and other challenges to help increase independence.
Make coffee. Fill coffee pot with cold water. Open top of coffee machine and pour water into the right side. Press silver button on the left side to open coffee grind tray. Remove tray lid and fill with 10 scoops of coffee. Put lid on grind tray and replace in machine. Push grind tray back into machine. Close top of coffee machine. Press on button.
There are many additional AT devices that can aid an individual in performing daily living tasks. To learn more about these, go to AbleTech's website. Next, we'll explore assistive technology for recreation, sports, and leisure. Recreation, sports, and leisure assistive technology enables students to participate more in favorite activities. Everyone benefits from irregular recreation that develops skills, promotes good health, relieves stress, facilitates social interaction, and provides general joy for living. Recreation, sports, and leisure AT supports participation in hobbies, sports, crafts, board games, reading, music, and so much more. Remember, AT is broken down into 3 categories: low, mid, and high tech. Let's get started with the low tech AT. The Bright Belly triangle-shaped hands-free playing card holder is made from high-quality blue plastic with a spring-loaded center to expand to hold the thickest cards comfortably. This device is perfect for assisting small children or those with arthritis. These playing card holders make it easier to organize your hand and speed up the game. Each holder can fit approximately 10 to 12 narrow or wide-sized cards. The flyweight ball makes throwing and catching games accessible for students with disabilities. The balls are ultra lightweight, making them non-threatening to catch. They are created to have a low bounce and float through the air, making tracking and catching more manageable for students. Adjust the pressure in the ball, making it even easier for students to grasp and hold. The first mid-tech device we'll look at is the talking glow dice. This is an electric form of standard die that features 7 glowing LEDs that mimic the dot patterns of conventional dice. To roll the dice, simply push the roll button and a random number will be heard and corresponding LEDs will illuminate. The playback announcement can be heard differently from the rolled announcement by a brief chirp preceding the spoken number. When playing a game that requires 2 dice, simply push the roll button twice to simulate the 2 dice roll. Then add the numbers together to determine the number of spaces to be moved. The option exists to place 2 talking glow dice side by side and roll each independently when 2 dice are required. The large beatbox set is a heavy-duty auditory targeting device that alerts individuals with visual impairments to track sports targets. This beatbox set is designed to sit on the gym floor or field for target or goal-oriented games such as bowling, basketball, soccer, and more. The box is a vinyl-covered foam box with hook and loop fasteners and hanger clips to attach the unit to goals and targets. A remote-controlled wireless beep system is housed within the box that emits a loud, audible tone when activated. Athletes who are visually impaired will enjoy this AT as they strive to improve their accuracy. The spinning symphony is a device that plays 6 different Mozart compositions. When you push one of the 5 individual instrument buttons, the device will play that instrument while a flashing light illuminates the corresponding plate. When pushed again, the device will stop playing. You can add instruments to or subtract them from the symphony while a Mozart piece is playing. If you push the orchestra button, the device plays the full ensemble of instruments. Every time you push the orchestra button, it will play one of the 6 Mozart pieces. The spinning symphony is designed for use on a tabletop or floor play for younger children. The first of our high-tech AT is the smartphone tablet music box, which uses Bluetooth technology to allow people with physical and cognitive challenges to control their music from an electronic music source. This music box is controlled by 3 buttons with audio output emitted from a built-in Bluetooth accessible speaker. The user can access hundreds of songs, audiobooks, podcasts, and other audio on their choice music source. The music box can control music with play, pause, previous, and next song. For students who want to interact with their same-aged peers in age-appropriate activities, this is an accessible option. Carl, the smart robot, allows individuals of all abilities to operate this toy by choice of companion app, a remote control, voice commands, or a sensor. Carl can dance, do gymnastics, walk, slide, record, and communicate. A student can control the robot through the companion phone app by tilting the phone in the desired direction to move Carl. Additionally, individuals can connect the robot to Bluetooth to act as a speaker to play songs or tell stories. Carl also has a sensor on top of his head that responds by touch, enabling the robot to say something funny in a lively, cute voice. The robot will automatically react to 14 commands such as basic directional commands, greetings, a few phrases, and questions. Carl can also connect with speech-generating devices via Bluetooth, allowing individuals using alternative communication or AAC devices to use Carl as a speaker when communicating.
Nika Leela, I'm Carl the Space Warrior. Great!
Carl, walk forward. I hope you have learned something new about daily living, recreation, sports, and leisure AT. If additional guidance is needed, or to learn more about Oklahoma AbleTech short-term loan program, go to okabletech.org or call 1-800-257-1705. Thank you.